My friend pulled out of a walk today, so I'm going to walk with you through beautiful, balmy Kingston. 10 degrees today, top of 10, heading down to 5 overnight. It's pretty normal for this time of year. And this is beautiful. This is a beautiful part of my walk. I love it. A bit cold. I can't even speak. But I just want to give you a little update on everything, where everything is at. So the last PET scan that I had was not terrible, which for me is good. We got a mixed response. For the first time, there was, when we first did the PET scan, we found a metastasis on my hip. There's a bit of a bone metastasis. So this type of cancer, poorly differentiated thyroid carcinoma, it tends to pop up in the lungs and in the bones when it metastasizes. And, obviously for me, it did exactly what it was expected to do. But more than a year and a half ago, maybe, I had a bit of radiation on my hip. There was this little flare up, but it was pretty concerning, and it was pretty painful. And that, plus the protocol that I've been on, was enough to have killed it. It's gone now, so that one's gone. So that's good. Good point number one. Good point number two, there was a flare-up on my liver that we were worried about. That hasn't come back again. That's gone by the looks of things. When we look at the lungs, my lungs are trashed. They still work absolutely fine. Nothing is blocking anything or impeding anything, but we have got some of them are getting close, or not, they always have been. Some of them are quite close to, parts of my lung that could cause problems, and we're watching them closely. But overall, the lungs are overall stable. Some of the tumours are smaller. Some of them are about the same size. But instead of saying, in the past, they would say things like, the pulmonary metastasis appear to have slightly increased. In this case, they say they appear to have changed shape. So, which means that a few of them are smaller. And that's a good thing. So what I would like to, what I hope is going to happen is that they continue this plateau, or this stability. This period of stability continues until I've been on the protocol long enough that we start to make some real headway. This could all go to shit in the next scan. Who knows? It's very, nobody knows. This is the thing about oncology. And I certainly don't mean any disrespect to any oncologists out there, but you all don't seem to know what the fuck you're talking about at all, ever. Like, you've got no answers to anything. I know that there are different types of cancers where it's very different, but from my experience, nobody fucking knows anything. And so, they do know things like it's iodine refractory. So using radioactive iodine to try and kill it won't work. They say that it's not chemo responsive, so no chemo, which I think is perhaps good, especially if it's not going to work. Does it work? And then I'm being facetious. I know cases where chemo has worked extremely well for some people. And beyond that, we've got immunotherapy and targeted therapy. The two things that are available to me are, firstly, they're not very satisfactory. In my opinion, they're not very good, in that one of them, the main one that I'd be taking, called lenvatinib, would last for about 18 months. It's got an effectiveness of around 18 months on average, and it's not going to cure anything. It would perhaps help a little bit, but the side effects are so fucking severe that it's not worth taking it unless we see a little bit of an explosion. So if that happens in future, then of course I'll be taking that stuff. and I'll be praying to God, and we will see how we go from there. But that's where we're at. So at the moment, gone back. I'm still only on my integrated protocol. When doctors say, okay, well, we're just going to watch and wait, I say, get fucked. I'm not going to watch and wait anything. I'll keep doing what other people are going to tell me, things that we know that work. And so that's where I'm at. Now, this is a bit of a rambly kind of a update, but one other thing I want to tell you about is my Substack. And maybe I should have led with this. So Substack, where I'm going to be going into everything that I talk about throughout this thing, starting with your 3 Mel Gibson, Joe Rogan drugs. I'm not going to give it away if you haven't seen it, but there was a bit where Mel Gibson spoke to Joe Rogan about cancer drugs that had cured 3 of his friends who were stage 4 and were, definitely going to die. So that's the first one, but I'm going to go into everything, and I'm going to try to, the plan is to release one update like this, which will probably be accompanied with some text with an article, and then the second one will be another article which will be behind the paywall, which isn't going to be too much. Cost you a cup of coffee and a piece of toast, or whatever it is that you have in the morning, because I don't have that shit. But that's going to be coming up soon too. So there'll be 2 items released per week. I'm going to have to build up a little bit of a library and get myself ahead of things, so it's not all going to work to plan every time. But I'll put the link down there or up there, wherever you're watching this. I'll put the link somewhere nearby, wherever it says, to wherever you go to look for those sort of things. If this is on socials, check out my bio. And I'm pretty excited about doing that. So I really do want to document everything. And, if I kick the bucket, at least you all will know what didn't work. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, I got to keep walking. I love you all. Thank you very much for being here. And please hit the Substack, the Kitchen Sink Protocol. If you want to just look it up directly, it's called the Kitchen Sink Protocol, because the protocol, everything's in it.